Hello, hello. Upper one students, let's talk about the grammar part in Unit 2A. I'm going to share the book here with you. It's an easy thing, right? Because you have seen this so many times. Let's just review it, okay, quickly, but in details. Present perfect. Well, there are especially two moments when you use the present perfect. The first moment is when you don't say the time, when you don't define the time. When you do this, you use the present perfect, okay? I have bought a new phone. Okay, it is the past. It means the past. In Portuguese, it's also the past, but you don't say when, okay? I bought a new phone last year. Okay, this is simple past. But then I have bought a new phone. It's not important when I bought it. So when I bought it, so it is in this way, right? So you normally have the words like recently, before, ever, when you indicate this past experience, past activity. So you have a few here. Okay, have you ever broken a bone? Okay, so it's an experience. You don't need to specify the time. I've never seen him before, right? Eu nunca o vi antes. In Portuguese, you say in the past because there's no present perfect, thank God, in Portuguese. I've just phoned for an ambulance, but it hasn't arrived yet, right? It's all the same. There are a few other words that you, adverbs, which you use in the present perfect. It is yet in negatives and questions and already in affirmative sentences, right? And here you have, I've already told you 3 times, right? That's your girlfriend or your boyfriend saying this, okay? Because moms, they say, I've already told you 1,000 times, okay? All right, they are very hyperbolic. Right, okay, it's the best book I've read, okay, I've ever read. Again, it's experience. Well, my computer's crashed. Oh no, not again. Look, it started snowing. So when you don't determine the time, when you don't say when it was, if it was last year, yesterday, days ago, etc. So you use the present perfect, and that's how you do it. Remember that in questions have or has come before, because they are auxiliaries, come before the subject. Well, there is another moment when you use the present perfect. It is to express the present, right? And in this case, you normally use for or since. For when it is amount of time, quantity of time, and since when you specify when it started, okay? And it happens until now, right? So I've known Miriam since I was a child. So it started when I was a child, and now I still know Miriam. Okay, my sister has been ill for 10 days now. Oh my goodness, 10 years now. For 10 days now, okay? Okay, ela está doente há 10 dias. So you say it in Portuguese, something that started in a near past and it's still going on, all right? How many Agatha Christie novels have you read, right? And they've seen each other twice this week, right? So these are moments when you use the present perfect, and each one of them are mentioned here, right? Right, and here we're going to talk about the present perfect continuous. Well, the present perfect continuous you use in 2 moments. One of them is when something is really obvious, right? You look tired. Okay, somebody looks tired. You say, wow, you've been working a lot. You've been working a lot. You have worked a lot is okay, but because it's obvious, okay, the kids are all dirty. Say, oh my goodness, you've been playing in the mud again, right? You've been playing in the mud, okay, in the mud again, right? So it's obvious they have been playing there, right? And so this is the first moment when something is obvious. And also, of course, something that was temporary, but there was a continuity of that activity in the past, right? In the past, then you need to use the present perfect continuous. How long have been waiting to see a doctor? Okay, so you see, there's a continuity. I can see you here now. I know that you've been here for some time, so it's obvious that you have been waiting. So, okay, so he's been messaging his girlfriend all evening. Okay, so this was something that was going on for some time. I haven't been sleeping well recently. It's been raining all day. So there's also, especially when you say all evening, all morning, all day, okay, all his life and all these things. So you normally use the present perfect continuous, right? I've been shopping all morning. I'm exhausted. Okay, so I'm exhausted. It's obvious I've been doing something, right? My shoes are filthy. Okay, nojentos. I've been working in the garden, right? So these are good reasons to use the present perfect continuous. Well, there are moments when you can't use the present perfect continuous. One of them is when the verb doesn't take the continuous tense. Not only the present perfect continuous, but it doesn't take a present continuous, past continuous, no continuous at all, okay? Because they are non-action verbs. For example, know, want, like, need, understand, love, okay? All these words, remember, forget, all these words, they can't be in the continuous. Please understand, I don't mean they can't take ing. They will take ing in the present perfect. I mean, yes, okay, but not here, okay, in the gerund, but not here, not in the continuous verb to be, and no, it does, they don't, okay, so I have been knowing her, oh, no, you can't say that. I have known her, even though it is something that might take the present continuous. It won't, because the verb doesn't admit the continuous. Is that clear? Yes? So I've been feeling terrible for days. Fine. He's liked classical music since he was a teenager. So you can't put like in the continuous. You must use the present perfect simple, okay? She's been having piano lessons, okay? Have is quite eclectical, right? Because sometimes you can use the present continuous, sometimes you can't, okay? They've had that car, okay? You can't say this possession, right? This possession, and have piano lessons is not possession, okay? It's an activity, something. I've been having, oh, he's been having breakfast. Oh, it could be okay, but he's been having that hair. No, you can't, because you are not having hair. You have hair only, okay? So he's had that hair. That's something else, right? Live is the same. You can use either, right? And paint, you can use either too, right? And that's how it is. Let's check the answers for these activities here. Okay, have you ever tried? Okay, ever, of course, ever tried? Okay, she's been working here since July. Many times, people, many times you can use either present perfect continuous or present perfect simple. For example, work, live. There is a number of verbs that you can use that. Okay, so let's generalize it. When you use for or since, you can always exchange present perfect simple or present perfect continuous. This is the case. Okay, she's worked since July. She's been working since July. Both are perfectly acceptable and right. Okay, and right. So for or since, you can use both. But remember, if the verb doesn't admit the continuous, of course, you can't use both, right? You can use only the present perfect simple. Your mother has phoned 3 times this morning, okay? Has phoned. It is not phone 1, phone 2, phone 2. No, no. Phone once, stopped, phone another, okay? So phoned, has phoned. The kids are exhausted because, or they are exhausted. So it's obvious they've been running around all day. So this is how it goes. And here are the answers to them all. Okay, number 1, both are possible. Number 8, both are possible, but the others, they have their particularities. So that's how it goes. Okay, please take a screenshot. Let's move on. Right, let's go to letter B. Right here. Questions already. The answers are here. Okay, I've bought a new car. I don't say when, so I've bought a new car. We checking in for years. We've known, right? No, you can't put in present perfect continuous, but you should use the continuous, you should prefer the continuous here in any way, right? You look really hot. Oh, you look really hot. So it's obvious you've been, okay, have you been working out? Look at the yellow bar on top, okay. Emily, her homework yet. So I'm afraid she can't call. She hasn't done, right, her homework yet. They don't live in London. They have moved, right? They have moved. I hope you're getting on okay. Okay, espero que vocês estejam com um bom relacionamento. Que eles estejam, né? They've been arguing a lot, right? And so on, right? And okay, take a beautiful photo of this, right? This is it for Unit 2A. Thank you very much. See you in our next video lesson.